makes things so much worse for T Grizzley. The rumors that Jobina Brown was pregnant came from court, and it wasn't a prosecution who put that theory out there. It was the defense. It was Wu Thing's.
Damn! Bro, you better watch who you be paying to do shit, man. What? Are you crazy? Bro, not only is this motherfucker snitching for the job you had him do, now he's starting rumors in court about you and your own motherfucking auntie. Yo, what up? I got another reaction right now. Now, unfortunately, I'm not gonna lie. In this series I'm doing right now, is looking more and more like T Grizzley might have did what they're alleging him of. The evidence just keeps getting worse and worse. I don't know. Like I said the whole time, I hope it's not true. I don't want this to be true. We ain't gonna waste no time. We gonna see what my boy Poetic Flacco got to say, because one thing I know about Poetic Flacco is he does his research. So I almost take what he says for gold. We ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get into this right away. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Instagram and my other channel. Other than that, we lit. Come on.
Rumors that T Grizzley paid for his aunt/manager to be killed started off as a simple conspiracy. It's now escalated to the point where the murder suspect defense is in court saying that T Grizzley paid for the hit. Let's do a quick recap just to make sure everybody is caught up on this situation. And if you're not caught up and didn't watch the other two videos, you could go to the T Grizzley playlist to get caught up. But T Grizzley auntie Jobina Brown was shot and killed in 2019.
Sad to have to report this, but Jobina,
I did two videos on that. Go watch those.
Aunt of T Grizzley was shot and killed in Detroit on Tuesday night, August 20th. Comments about her death began surfacing Wednesday, August 21st on social media before her passing was confirmed by TMZ. According to law enforcement sources, a shooter opened fire on Grizzly's Cadillac Escalade while the vehicle was traveling around Detroit. The gunman allegedly approached on foot and shot Brown, who was sitting in the back seat in her left side. Grizzley was reportedly riding in the passenger seat and got out of the vehicle as the shooter approached. The driver said the attacker fired 3 or 4 shots and noted that Brown screamed before the gunfire began. Brown was rushed to a local hospital but died from her wounds.
What? I didn't even know that part.
Police don't know if Grizzley was the intended target of the attack. He and the driver were unharmed.
Let's continue the brief recap before we get into the new details, because it's crazy. It left me stunned. So if you watched my last video, you know that T Grizzley did an interview. During this interview, T Grizzley detailed exactly what took place moments before the shootout. T Grizzley and Jobina was riding around in
case y'all too lazy to go watch the other 2 videos, let me catch y'all up on something. The interview he's about to show, there was some family member that literally said that T Grizzley was lying about all this shit. And I said in my last video, I forgot the full context, but she had no reason to lie, man. She get nothing out of line on this man right here. Just keep that in mind, man. You about to see.
Price for $300 with a driver. They had to make a stop before getting to their destination. They stopped at T Grizzley's family house from his daddy's side. When they stopped there, T Grizzley got out from the back driver's side.
Walked in the house.
Jobina was sitting in the back passenger side. When T Grizzley got out and walked to the porch, gunmen came, opened up the back passenger side, shot into the vehicle, and killed Jobina. T Grizzley says the shooters were looking for him, and that's why they opened up the back passenger side, because they thought that's where he was sitting.
Still breathing and everything.
Which is believable, right? I would have believed.
She called you while she was shot. She called me.
What'd she say?
I was trying to talk to her. I didn't hear what she was saying.
Oh.
She couldn't really form no words. You know what I'm saying? But like,
big ideas.
Coming for me because they opened my door and was shooting in the car. They hit her 8 times though.
And you have
no. Dude, I remember when I was a freshman and I used to listen to T Grizzley and this story had came out. I remember thinking, like, imagine shooting somebody's aunt 8 times because you mad because he not in the car. It never made sense to me. And when I was a little ass kid, I'm talking 14, swear on my mother's life. I was like, why didn't they just walk into the house that he was in and light that shit up? Why light the car with the aunt up? Made no sense. And I'm talking a 14-year-old thinking this, bro.
Idea where this came from?
No, I ain't got no idea where it came from, but it ain't even matter where it came from. I felt like everybody was a suspect. I feel like everybody was a suspect.
T Grizzly
That's
was
how I would
correct.
feel, too.
Everybody was a suspect.
Including
But we'll
him.
get to that later and
Including
exactly what
him.
that means. But let's continue the brief recap. Wu Thing, aka Wu 600, was arrested for the murder of T Grizzly's aunt. Now, Wu Thing, aka Wu 600, is from 600. He's T Grizzly's associate, and he's Buka 600 associate, who was the groomsman in T Grizzly's wedding. After Wu 600 was arrested for the murder of T Grizzly's aunt, that T Grizzly believed was targeted for him, T Grizzly continued to hang out with 600 members like Buka 600. Wu Thing was initially arrested for the murder because he was pulled over in Chicago while sitting in an alleyway in a stolen vehicle, as well as being in possession of a firearm.
Yeah, and it was
stolen
attached to the
vehicle that
murder.
He was sitting in the
Yeah.
alleyway was actually the getaway vehicle used in the murder of T Grizzly's aunt. And the firearm, after ballistics was done, was the same firearm used in the murder of T Grizzly's aunt. And the cell phone towers confirmed that Wu Thing was actually at the location for 2 hours.
Oh shit! Hey, I never knew this. I did 2 reactions. I didn't know that. So it's confirmed he did the murder. I mean, 100,000%. Now we knew about the car and we knew about the gun, but what I did not know about is I never ever knew that his cell phone was near there. That's crazy. Oh hell nah. And then guess what? Keep this in mind. They said in the last video, go watch it. He went to T Grizzly's wedding. Shit.
For T Grizzly and his
You
aunt
tell me how
died.
that looks.
Why was you hiding out at that location with the murder vehicle and the murder weapon? Obviously, you are involved in the murder.
Why did you
But it
keep
also
it?
opened up more room for suspicion for T Grizzly. If this was a stop that was out the blue, it was a stop that came up while you was in the vehicle and you just made an emergency stop somewhere to grab something, then how did the shooters know to be at that location for 2 hours? It didn't make sense whatsoever. And if they were at that location for 2 hours and they seen you get out, then why would they open up the vehicle and kill your aunt if they were looking for you? It made zero sense whatsoever. And it didn't make sense to the police.
Not even to a
either.
14-year-old.
The police chief wasn't buying T Grizzly's story either. My sources told me, and when I say sources, understand this when I tell you this. I'm not talking about hearsay. I'm not talking about associates.
Yeah, tell him,
I'm
Flacco.
Everything I tell you,
Yeah.
they've been in the room when it happened. I'm not talking about, hey, yo,
Bro, that's what I said earlier. We react to Flacco when the big news come out because Flacco get the real scoop. He don't hear all these like blog bullshit. No, he get the real scoop, bro. So look, if you get sick of me talking and you just want to know what happened, I'm gonna help y'all out. Go to Poetic Flacco.
heard this. Hey, yo, Pookie told me. No, I'm talking about
In
when
the
I
room.
tell you something in this video, understand.
Yup.
The person I heard it from was in the room when it happened.
Yup.
The person that told me is connected directly to the situation. I was told the police chief looked T Grizzly in his eyes and told him, I know you involved somehow. I'm going to get down to the...
Damn! The police chief told T Grizzly he involved. Oh, he knew that from the jump, too. That is crazy. Hey, it's looking worse and worse and worse. And now they're saying allegedly the shooter is also pointing a finger at T Grizzly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Send that nigga home, bro. He out of there.
Bottom of this. The police chief thought this. The police chief thought that T Grizzly was involved somehow. They just couldn't prove it.
Oh, it's over then.
They
Hell
just couldn't
nah.
connect the dots because people wasn't talking. Whoever this Wu Thing guy is, he been quiet. That's until he went to that courtroom today.
Ooh, here we
That's
go.
until he went to that courtroom.
Yeah, tell us, Flacco,
and we're
what he
going to
saying.
talk about what happened in that courtroom. It's not looking good for T Grizzly what took place in that courtroom. But the police chief told T Grizzly, we know you involved somehow. Now, you could say the police chief is salty. They got something against T Grizzly. They got a vendetta against T Grizzly.
Yeah, you could make that argument.
You can probably go with that. But when the police chief is telling T Grizzly that to his face, and he's telling Jobina Brown's family to their face, hey, we know something is up.
Bro, hey, whoever was in my last comments telling me I needed to react to this one, bro, you a real one for that, man. This is not disappointing at all. I did not think it was going to be this, like, what the hell? Bro, there's so much going against this nigga right now. It's looking cooks, man. Damn.
The police chief told Jobina Brown's sister and Jobina Brown's mother that they believe that T Grizzly is involved somehow. Now, T Grizzly became a suspect almost initially because the police chief discovered, so T Grizzly's uncle was married to Jobina Brown.
Yeah, that's how they're related.
The uncle went to jail 3 months
blood.
before her death. Within those 3 months, T Grizzly began an intimate relationship with Jobina Brown. Police chief looked at that and thought, wait, that's messy. That could obviously lead to something. But that's before they began to put the puzzle together. T Grizzly and Jobina never fully admitted that they were intimate, but I was told that family members began to figure it out fairly quickly, and it was starting to get around. Could T Grizzly maybe have gone the extreme to cover it up? Maybe.
Dude, I've been trying to find out for the last 2 videos what the whole pregnancy fiasco was. And now that we got it, I wish I didn't hear it because this already sounded kind of nasty.
Now, the rumors that Jobina Brown was pregnant at the time of her death is false.
Oh, okay.
But
all right.
Where those rumors came from makes things so much worse for T Grizzly. The rumors that Jobina Brown was pregnant came from court, and it wasn't a prosecution who put that theory out there. It was the defense. It was Wu Thing's.
Damn! Bro, you better watch who you be paying to do shit, man. What? Are you crazy? Bro, not only is this motherfucker snitching for the job you had him do, now he's starting rumors in court about you and your own motherfucking auntie. Oh, imagine. Wow. Shit. Just because he'll kill does not mean he won't tell. Damn.
You see, Wu Thing is the murder
Just because he'll kill don't mean he won't squeal.
Whatever his defense attorney say
t-shirt
came from Wu Thing. See, street dudes is finding creative ways to tell nowadays. They telling through their lawyers, right? They won't get their butt up on that particular stand and point their hand and tell it off, but they gonna tell through their lawyer. The defense attorney, who is responsible for getting Wu Thing off, he came to court and he says, listen, obviously, T Grizzly put the hit out on Jobina Brown.
Damn.
He said that in court. The transcripts will prove it.
That's wow.
And he also said that he did it because Jobina Brown was pregnant. Now, the prosecution understands that the prosecutors themselves could probably believe that T Grizzly is guilty, but right now, they're trying to prosecute Wu Thing. Mm-hmm. So they brought the autopsy person or somebody, an expert, to testify that Jobina Brown was not pregnant. T Grizzly is a smart.
So wait, hold on. Let me get this straight though. If she wasn't pregnant, then why on the hell on earth did he kill her or have her killed? The only other theory that we got so far was based on like she was trying to keep his money from his music, but Flacco said he didn't even believe that last video. Me myself, I ain't believe that either. So if I find out that's the reason, I'm gonna owe y'all an apology because I misled everybody.
Smart man. So he already understands that if the defense attorney is in court saying that you were the one who put the hit on your auntie, that came from the murder suspect, that came from the shooters. That means the shooters is already talking. That means the shooters is already giving information to their attorneys, and they're trying to use that to get him off. It's not looking good for you, man. And all that tells me, to be honest, is that the shooters believed the aunt was pregnant. They probably heard, this is why we're doing this. This is why we're taking her out. They probably was under the impression, yo.
Okay, that makes more sense. But what's the motive for T?
She's pregnant. And if that's the case, then maybe if T Grizzly is involved, then he probably thought she was pregnant, but the whole time she wasn't. Maybe he was told if he's involved, right? So if I'm T Grizzly and I'm hearing this information, if I'm involved and I know who I told this to, then I know they telling. I know they talking already. And it's not looking good at all. Now, the shooter is trying to get the cell phone tower evidence dismissed. The shooter is saying, yo, the phone is registered in somebody else's name. However, that number from that phone is a number that's known to him. Is a number that he's been using for like his probation officer, his family and friends. That's his number. But because the phone is registered,
why would you bring your phone? Like, what? I don't never understand this. Understand this stat that I heard this one time. Let me tell y'all real quick. And I'm sorry to interrupt the video, but fuck off. Dude, you know you're on camera like over 100 times a day and you don't even know it. You're driving past Ring cameras, street light cameras, people got their phones out, like average 100 times a day. When you walk out with this device right here, if you power it off, you are on GPS still. You know that, right? Like they can still ping this. And you're on camera the whole day. Like, y'all still want to do crime in 2025? Like, really? With phones on your pocket? What? Leave this motherfucker at home if you're hell-bent on doing something stupid. Shit.
It's somebody else's name. He's trying to get it dismissed. Is not going. They not dismissing it. The evidence stands. The driver who was in the vehicle when Jobina Brown was shot and killed, he testified that the shooting took place 45 seconds from when T Grizzley got out the vehicle.
Yeah.
What that shows is T Grizzley was on that porch. That shows that there's a high likelihood that the shooters seen T Grizzley. Because from how the car is positioned in a picture of the house, if you're walking up to the back driver's side and you're opening it up, you can see over the car. Like you can see the porch from that angle, and you'll be able to see a 6'3", 350-pound T Grizzley. You can't miss him. So if he was the target, you'll be able to see him. He was not the target. It doesn't make sense that he is the target. Now, someone who hopped on the phone with T Grizzley, someone who talked to T Grizzley after the incident and was told by T Grizzley what happened, I asked, yo, how did T Grizzley sound? Like, was he like emotional? The words that I was told verbatim, it felt like he was trying to fake emotions.
Bro, and if you saw like the last two things of him, like if you saw the video where he was reacting to the rumors and shit, he that was the worst like put together sentence or put together video I've ever seen in my life. Like straight up. It didn't even look like he was acting. He just was like off lean or some shit. And T Grizzly's kind of a smart person for a rapper. If you ever hear him talk on interviews and stuff, he's a lot smarter than these dumbass rappers. And he can't even form like a correct sentence or like good emotions. He's a terrible actor, honestly, in this situation at least. I'll say that.
It felt like he was trying to like kind of like draw up something. Like he was trying to sound like he was distraught. The person told me, bro, I can't really explain it, they said. It just felt like he was trying to like come across as if it was this and it was not.
Hey, that song you made had me fooled. I'll tell you that.
To Jobina Brown. Sada Baby was one of the people who came to identify her body. I believe it was Sada Baby and Jobina Brown's sister, if not her mother, who went to identify her body. And I was told that Sada Baby was distraught. He was effed up about this. I was told, but like Sada Baby was looking at T Grizzly a little crazy. The Sada Baby actually looked T Grizzly in his eyes and told him, hey, bruh, tell me you don't got nothing to do with this. That even Sada Baby wanted T Grizzly to know, hey, bruh, tell me you got nothing to do with this, man. And that T Grizzly gave his
even Sada Baby too?
That he ain't had nothing to do with this. It's not looking good.
Wait, how well did Sada Baby know her?
It's not looking good. Now, the next court day is tomorrow.
I didn't even know they knew each other like that.
I'm going to have people in the court day. I'm going to have people in the room. We're going to figure out more details about what's going on. Because the defense attorney for the shooter is throwing T Grizzly under the bus. Now, right now, it don't feel like the shooter or the suspect is telling.
But they're having the lawyer tell. Stop. Same thing. We going to clear that up right now. Come on. You know what it is. You know what they doing.
Because from their perspective, they believe the case is weak. Because once you throw out the cell phone evidence, at this point, it's kind of like, how do we put him at the location? So he hasn't really like fully told yet because they believe the case is weak and they can beat it. But once he's found guilty, once they put him right where he belongs, man, it's over with, bro. It's done for, man. It's over with. Now, I was told
T Grizzly better have his hands like this nigga did in that one album, like that to the stars right now. Y'all know what album I'm talking about? He had his hands like this. He better get back in that same position like this, cause guess what? Your life depends if that dude's a real street dude or not. Cause if he ain't, you're done, bro. It's raps for your rap career, man. That rapping is wrapped.
Family, Jobina's Brown family, has been very suspicious of T Grizzly for a while. And when I was told why, they said, listen, the family has been suspicious of T Grizzly because he continued to hang with the people
that did it. That's what I said last video.
Responsible for the death.
I said that.
If Wu thing,
glad I ain't crazy,
aka Wu 600, is from 600, and T Grizzly groomsman in his wedding last year was Buka 600, the family is like, come on, man. We not born yesterday, yo. If the hit was for you, then why are you still hanging out with those people? So it's not just us. The family themselves is upset that T Grizzly is still hanging out with the people that are responsible for the death of their, aunt, daughter, niece, mother, wife, etc., etc. What I can say, man, is this started off as a simple conspiracy. This started off as y'all
got dragged
Flacco
into reality.
Oh, you reaching, Flacco. Oh my God, you police, Flacco. Am I still police if this is true?
No.
Am I still police if this is true? This ain't no street stuff. If this is true, if a wife and a mother was killed and she wasn't in the streets, she wasn't no gangbanger, she wasn't none of that, is this still street stuff?
Hell no. And you know what? I think that's where he's done. So that's where I'm gonna wrap it. I'm gonna just say this. Y'all need to shut up with that whole archetype, man. Like, bro, all the people on the internet are doing is making videos about what's already on the internet. What do you mean the police? Like, you think Flacco's the one getting T Grizzly in this right now? Bro, if Flacco heard about this, the police heard about this. There is nothing Flacco can get information wise right now that the police can't. People are so stupid when they say that on the internet. It pisses me off. Like, what do you mean police? Like, what? So they were making a video reacting to something that happened already. So what? Like, shut up, man. Like, what? It's just people who would. Oh my God. Anyway, man, that's gonna be it, man. I think it's not looking good. He might be guilty, to be honest. I'm gonna wait though, and he might be guilty, bro. I just gotta say it, but shit, we'll see. We're not done with this series yet, so catch me in the next video, and peace.